So Jonathan Banks, the trainer of Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, he says that Triple G did not let his hands go against Derevyanchenko and that he wants more defense, and I want to talk about it.
Welcome to Real Life Boxing.
Blessed love and blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fire and this is Real Life Boxing. The trainer of Gennady Golovkin, Triple G, Jonathan Banks, he says that Triple G did not let his hands go and that he wants more defense from Triple G. Before we get into it, I'm going to ask you guys to smash on that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when those new contents is being uploaded, and you can be notified when we are going live here at Real Life Boxing. Now, this is a quick read, and then I'm going to give my thoughts and opinion because I was actually just about to do a video on Jonathan Banks and his instructions between rounds with Triple G. But let's get into this article by Radio Raheem, actually. Jonathan Banks, the head trainer of IBO middleweight champion Gennady Golovkin, broke down the recent decision win over Sergey Derevyanchenko. The bout, which took place on Saturday night, Madison Square Garden, New York City, saw Golovkin taken to his limit as he won a very close decision based on the scorecards. There were two different makers in the fight, a knockdown score by Golovkin in the first round and a bad cut over the eye of Derevyanchenko. Banks felt Golovkin took away too many punches in the contest, and he also failed to let his hands go when needed, with Derevyanchenko outworking the 37-year-old veteran in several key rounds. Based on the ConcuBox numbers, Derevyanchenko landed more shots on Triple G than any other opponent they have ever tracked in the past, including Canelo Saul Alvarez. It's my fault. I've got to get over to him that he needs to do this life or death situation. Either he needs to retire or do it this way. If he can't do it this way, I hate to see my guys taking all these punches, and I know they're better than what I'm seeing. I take the blame for it. I told them we're in for a long night because this kid is one tough customer, Banks told. When we were starting the fight off, I was trying to get Triple G to start the fight off fast because he's fighting younger and younger competition. I'm trying to let him get to start off faster. You let your hands go, you build up your own lead, and then you can dictate the pace. The first round, you've seen the way he got up and reacted. He's been fighting that way. He fights for a while. Getting him to slip punches, getting him to start slipping punches, moving his head, and letting his hands go is difficult. These are the type of fights that Triple G likes. For whatever reason, he wants to please the crowd. I don't care about pleasing the crowd. I care about my fighter winning and protecting him at all costs. Everyone in this division with titles is younger than him, and if you want to stay with these young boys, you got to do what you've got to do. I'm trying to take what Triple G already has and add some defense to it and raise his offense output higher. That's all. Those are two things. The main things are defense and higher offensive output. Those are the main two things that are damaging for him, and anybody that knows how to move knows it. Derevyanchenko exposed the flaw in Triple G, showing that he has problems fighting going backwards. Banks recognized it as well and is well pleading with his boxer to stop allowing Derevyanchenko from pushing him back. I told him Derevyanchenko is going to come forward because you're willing to go backwards. If he wasn't willing to go backwards, then Derevyanchenko would have had more problems coming forward. Every round I was telling him, dude, you're too willing to go backwards. The things he worked on in the gym and the things we did in the gym, if he did them at not point in that fight, would not have failed to let his hands go, Banks said. All right, now I'm going to give you guys my opinions because I've been thinking about this for a while. The in-between round instructions that Jonathan Banks was given to Triple G and the things that Triple G, didn't do that I felt like he could have done. One thing is the defense, obviously. Now, I don't know how much you're going to be able to get Triple G to move his head at this stage in his career because just the thought of pushing forward, throwing punches is embedded in him. Now, the fact that Triple G was unwilling to go forward, one thing that we did not see in this Derevyanchenko fight was Triple G's jab. He was very unwilling to throw his jab at the pace that he usually throws his jab at. And I feel like if he would have just done that, whether going forward or backwards, he could have made the fight a little bit easier for him because Derevyanchenko outwon the jab contest, but that's just because Triple G wasn't jabbing enough. When Triple G was jabbing, he was landing his jab. Another thing is that Triple G has to go to the body more, just as Derevyanchenko was going to the body. Another thing is, I don't see that Triple G can't box going backwards, because he was going backwards the entire Canelo Alvarez 2 fight, and a lot of people think that Triple G won that fight. I don't think that he won that fight, but a lot of people feel like he won the second fight with Canelo Alvarez. A lot of people feel like he won both fights, but I do think that he did a good job in the second Canelo fight, a good job of boxing going backwards. And I don't really necessarily feel like he needed to be going backwards in this fight like Jonathan Banks was telling him. I feel like if he would have just worked behind his jab, he could have been a little bit more successful. Another thing is his counter punching is terrible and his head movement is terrible. So they've really got to start working on these things in the gym. Another thing that I want to point out, I'm gonna make a separate video for this, is how good really was Jonathan Banks's advice in the corner. I swear at one time late in the fight, he told Triple G, come on, Mexican style. Yes, he was telling him to go forward and to not let Derevyanchenko push him backwards, but he wasn't giving him specific instructions. Go forward behind your jab. Keep that jab pump. He really told Triple G at one point in the fight, I'm pretty positive that I heard Jonathan Banks say, come on, Triple G, Mexican style. Like, what? Mexican style? Oh, man. But that's going to be another video that I'm going to get to after this video. But you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. I think that Triple G, he's got to, it's honestly kind of too little too late, man. Yeah. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Like I said, his counter punching is terrible. His head movement is terrible. His punch output in this fight was terrible. So, yeah. If he's going to continue to fight like that, things are only going to get harder for him now that he's a world champion again. And maybe he should think about retirement. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting your fight and protect yourself at all times, man. Peace and one love. So if you like this video and you would like to see more great content like this on the channel, go to the PayPal link or the Cash App link in the description and show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. This is Real Life Boxing.